Good afternoon, all, and I hope you're having a great bank holiday weekend. Um, Today's live is about having a big belly. I've got a big belly, so I can relate, and I just wanted to go through a few things. The weather is great at the moment. The weather is great in London in regards to the bank holiday, and we've got the carnival going on. I won't be going to the carnival this year, but we've got the carnival going on. The main event is tomorrow, but lots of people go down there today. They have events today. So to all of you that have gone down to the Notting Hill Carnival, stay safe and have a great time. So today's about having a big belly. Having a big belly as a woman is so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing having a big belly as a woman because sometimes people think you're pregnant. They'll be like, "Oh, are you expecting?" Or they'll be like, "Oh, are you pregnant? Are you having a baby?" And you'd think in this day and age people would know not to ask such personal questions, but unfortunately you still get people out there. Like on Friday at work, somebody asked me if I was pregnant, which was so ridiculous and it was embarrassing. But I said, no, I'm not. And furthermore, you shouldn't be asking those types of questions. So I did tell them off. I was like, oh, you shouldn't be asking that type of questions, especially because she asked in front of somebody else. So that was really embarrassing, like to ask in front of somebody. But then on the other hand, I feel like if people have been saying it behind my back and somebody decided to say it to my face, I guess hats off to them for saying it straight to my face. But anyway, so today's about having a big belly. Sometimes having a big belly can be classed as abdominal obesity or central obesity, and that's when most of the fat is collected in your midsection. This would be excessive concentration of fat around the stomach and abdomen. To such an extent, it's likely to harm its bearer's health. It is the worst place to carry fat. There can be two different types of fat. There can be subcutaneous. How do you say that word? Subcutaneous. There could be subcut fat, which is soft and it's under the skin, or it could be visceral fat, which is a bit hard and it's deep within the abdomen, surrounding the organs. So the feel of subcut fat is that it's pinchable and it's quite jiggly. That's subcut fat, which is quite soft. Visceral fat, the feel of it is quite firm and not easily pinched. The health risks of subcut fat isn't as bad as the health risks of visceral fat. Visceral fat, which is fat that's hard and it's deep within the abdomen, surrounding organs, can lead you to a higher risk of chronic diseases. Much less so subcut fat, which is generally less harmful. The ease of loss. So obviously subcut fat is a lot easier to lose. Visceral fats, which is hard fat, is a lot more difficult to lose, and that can be the issue sometimes. Not just identifying that you do have fat, but it's how easily or how hard to lose it. I do go swimming every week. I haven't been for the last couple of weeks, but I go swimming as a form of exercise to try and lose weight. But any other types of form of exercise would be beneficial also. For female adults, 35 inches or above can be counted as fat, and for men, adult men, 40 inches and above can be counted as fat around your stomach, belly. So your stomach, your belly would be just above your hips. So if you take a tape measure and measure the area of your stomach that's just above your hips, and again for males, anything over 40 inches would be belly fat that does need to be lost for health benefits, and anything over 35 inches for adult females would could potentially lead to health risks and should be advised to be lost. So in regards to having a big belly amongst females, there are different factors in regards to that. A combination of factors including excessive calorie intake versus expenditure. And what that would mean, as we all know by now, is the amount of calories we consume versus the amount of energy that we burn. Obviously, if I'm consuming chocolate, sweets and cakes, as well as sweet beverages, that leads to an intake of calories that, if not burnt throughout the day through burning energy, it would lead to excessive weight gain. A sedentary lifestyle, so that's a lifestyle where we're always seated. That could be seated in the car, that could be seated at work, that could just be seated at the desk all day, or seated at home, seated on a plane. A sedentary lifestyle is detrimental as well to a healthy lifestyle because we're seated all the time. Hello, Robin Lamarck. Good to see you. How's your day going? Also, hormonal changes from aging to menopause can lead to weight gain. So just Mother Nature in regards to aging throughout the menopause or just aging in general can lead to weight gain. Stress can lead to accumulation of fat in the body. So, being stressed and developing stress, developing habits triggered by stress can lead to weight gain, can lead to belly fat, a poor diet. And when we say poor diet, hi Tilly Silly, when we say a poor diet, we don't mean literally a poor diet. Your diet may be very rich. You may buy expensive things. You may have very expensive taste. However, depending on what nutrients you're consuming, it could be a very poor diet in that you're not gaining the nourishment you need through the food that you consume. And when I say food you consume, that includes beverages as well. Genetics. So in regards to genetics, hi Atticus Boyce, how are you? So genetics also plays its part. If you're predisposed to weight gain, to ill health, that could accelerate weight gain in your own life, or habits that lead to weight gain, consuming excessive calories. Your sleep quality. This is something that I need to work on. Your sleep quality can also impact weight gain, especially belly fat. Not me, I drank. Liver_Squid Game fan. Help me, I drank 10 orange tangos. I'm gonna explode, I think. Drink some water. Definitely drink some water. Or lie down. Why did you drink 10 orange tangos? This is about belly fat. Anyway, so some medications can lead to weight gain. Weight gain can be a side effect to some medications. So that may be something you want to discuss with your registered healthcare provider about. It's not a reason to not take your prescribed medications. So I would advise against discontinuing medications due to weight gain, I would say speak to your registered healthcare provider. Don't ever stop your medications due to weight gain. Rather have a discussion with your registered healthcare provider. There are some conditions as well that can lead to weight gain. Please remember to like the live before you leave. If you come in the live and it's not your thing and you leave, please remember to like the live. That would be much appreciated. Thank you. Okay, so some health conditions can have weight gain and belly fat as a side effects. Thank you, Leonor. Jesus loves you too. Okay, so some health conditions such as hypothyroidism, polycystic ovary syndrome, commonly known as PCOS. Thank you for liking the live. I really appreciate it. Thank you for liking the live. Also, fibroids can contribute to abdominal fat accumulation. The lifestyle factors that can lead to belly fat can be diets, like what you consume, what you don't consume. Lack of physical activity is what we just discussed. Stress, poor sleep, and just inappropriate consumption of foods. First name France. Hi, first name France. Thank you for the compliment. I am married. Hello to Munir Salam. I've been to South Africa twice. I went to Bloemfontein and I went to Queenstown ages ago. Yeah. Thank you for joining my live. Please remember to like the live. Thank you very much. So let's talk about losing belly fat, because I think the temptation. No, don't put your number in the chat. I'll marry anyone in the UK. That sounds. Yeah. That sounds like you can be easily exploited. I mean, you shouldn't really come on the internet and say things like that. I mean, UK is not heaven. And you'll find a lot of issues that you probably have now. You'll have here. UK isn't actually heaven. Obviously, the grass is always greener on the other side, but there have been people that have been trafficked, shall we say. Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, there have been people that honestly have been trafficked over here, and life is hell for them. I'm a man, traffic me for. You sound quite you sound very naive. You sound very naive if you don't believe people can't get exploited regardless of gender. However, yeah, just be careful going online, putting across propositions as that, because there's a lot worse things out there that can happen to people that make themselves vulnerable. So yeah, you don't want to be halfway across the world and I'm basically exploited every day in Africa. I'm really sorry to hear that. I'm really, really sorry to hear that. Maybe you can look at studying abroad, or, you know, starting a business, or traveling under legitimate means. Happy birthday, Ronaldo7. Happy birthday. I hope you have a great day. Right, to lose belly fat. To lose belly fat, it says here to have at least 150 minutes of moderate, intense aerobic activity and 2 strength training. Leave all. Yeah, please leave my live. We don't need any of that. And yeah, please leave the live. Anyway, yeah. So Yeah, so at least 150 minutes of moderate intense aerobic activity and 2 strength training sessions per week, combined with a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins, while limiting processed foods, sugary drinks, and saturated fats. Happy birthday, Ronaldo7. I guess for your username, you're quite good at football. Yeah, so unfortunately, junk food can be addictive, and unfortunately, unhealthy food can be more easily accessible through being cheaper and through being around us everywhere. But in order to lose belly fat, it does say here to increase vegetables, fruits, stay hydrated. Like I have a friend and she drinks lots and lots of water, so she feels full up, and so she doesn't eat much. Like she uses water in a way to curb her appetite. Also, portion sizes, changing the bowls and the plates that you use to eat your usual food in order to limit your portion sizes. That's a way around it. Um, yeah, it's a slow journey, and unfortunately, I don't believe you can just lose weight in one specific area. I believe it has to be like a combined approach. It has to be a general weight loss effort where you finally lose weight from your belly. So sometimes it can take a lot longer than what we like, but through losing weight in general, we're able to lose weight on our belly. But yeah, one of my friends, she just used to like drink lots and lots of water as a way to curb her appetite. Also, your sleep, the quality of your sleep can impact weight gain, like eating late at night, eating snacks late at night, all that type of unhealthy habits can lead to fat accumulation on your belly. I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of staying up late and having snacks which lead to weight gain. Yeah, I do enjoy swimming. Hi, Rehan Pasha. I do enjoy swimming. Swimming is something that I do to try and lose weight. I haven't been swimming the last couple of weeks because I've been working late at work, so it just hasn't been realistic for me to go. Also, as well, especially if you're diabetic, in regards to fruit and vegetables, you still need to monitor how much of it that you eat. So just because something is like I can't have 6 apples in one day. That's still unhealthy. Yes, apples are healthy. However, there is sugar in fruit, and so we also need to be mindful of our portion sizes and our portion amounts of healthy food. Alcohol, lots of people aren't aware that alcohol, there are calories in alcohol. So if you do drink alcohol and you're on a weight loss regime, be mindful that alcohol does contain calories. Yeah, limiting processed foods. As I said, we all know processed food is delicious, but we need to limit that. I'm trying to get into more healthy food. I mean, part of the problem is unhealthy food is just so accessible and convenient. So, you know, also as well, we can talk about comfort eating. Some people, I've been guilty of comfort eating. Comfort eating is when we use food as a form of therapy. Yeah, comfort eating is when we use food as a form of therapy in order to make us feel better. And it's a vicious cycle because when you feel down, sometimes you want something sweet, or you want a snack, or just like a reward, just something that's unhealthy to make yourself feel better about maybe a stressful day, or just on the go to give you just a bit of a sugar fix. However, that can lead to weight gain, which can then make you end up feeling down about your size, which then leads you to comfort eat. So it's a vicious cycle. You know, you feel down, you want to feel better about yourself, you reward yourself with a snack, the snack makes you feel good, but now you feel down because you're putting on weight. So in order to feel better about putting on weight, you have some more sugar, and it's just a vicious cycle that needs to be broken. Oh, MS, I have really bad diarrhea all the time. Please pray for me. Do you have a good diet? Like, what do you think is the source of the diarrhea? Could it be, is it your diet that's leading to, like, there's certain foods that if I eat, I know it's going to make me go. So I will only eat those foods when I'm at home, or I will avoid those foods. So is it a food or a drink that's leading to your diarrhea? Like, you need to keep a food diary. It's not your diet. You should go to the doctor then. Like, how often do you go? Every day? Is somebody putting laxatives in your food? Like, are you being poisoned? You need to go to the doctor. Like, how long has this been going on? You definitely need to go to the doctor. I don't know which country you're in. Is that what they said? Did they say they can't do anything? And do you go every day? Is it every day that you've been going? Sorry to be so nasty, but what's the texture? Is it runny? Sorry. But what's the texture of it? Is it, sorry everyone in the chat, but is it runny? Is it like, and how often do you go? Also, are you physically active? Like, do you do lots of exercise? Are you an athlete? Are you a runner? Sorry, no pun intended. Are you an athlete? Do you do sports? And which country are you in? Because you can get a second opinion on a doctor's diagnosis if you did see a doctor. If you're in the UK, you can go to the pharmacy, you can go to a chemist and speak to them about it and see if they have anything that they can give you. But you definitely need to see the doctor or get a second opinion. Sorry to hear about that. That's very uncomfortable. Must be a nightmare. Thank you for liking the live. Hi Shyam, how are you? Hope you're having a good day. So I feel like when you have a big belly, it's harder to get nice clothes to wear. Lion towel. What makes you ask that? I'm not going to say specifically where I'm from, but what makes you say south? Don't really like to give up my location like that. I'm Ghanaian. I was born in Ghana. I'm from the Ashanti tribe, living in England at the moment. But I'm Ghanaian. Ghana in Africa. I was born there, and I'm from the Ashanti tribe. Where are you from? The accent is a giveaway. Yeah, I know. Night shift 93. I've bought a new camera, and I don't know how to use it to live stream. I actually bought a camera because I know the quality of my live streams are poor. So I bought a camera, and I got no shame. I don't know how to use it. I'm still trying to learn. Anyway, I bought a camera, and I don't know how to use it. But I'm still trying to figure out how to live stream using the camera. I just don't know how to do it. But yeah, I know it is lagging. It is lagging. I know. It really... Yeah, obviously, yeah, I'm from London. Everybody knows I'm from London, clearly. But I don't like doing art specifics. But yeah, South is cool. We can say South. Yeah, so unfortunately, my live stream is lagging. I bought a camera, but I don't know how to use it. I'm still learning how to use it. Like, it's embarrassing, but yeah, still learning how to use the camera to live stream. And I specifically bought this camera because it said that it can live stream from it, but I still don't know how to do it. I still don't know how to live stream from this camera. But I will learn and I will start to use it. But yeah, I do apologise. Damien Grogan. Hi, I'm fine, thank you. How are you? I hope you're having a good Sunday. But yeah, so what I was saying, everyone, yeah, is that I feel like when you're a woman with a big belly, it's hard to wear nice clothes. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's just hard to wear nice clothes. I feel like men can more get away with having a big belly. But that might just be me. But yeah, so I bought a new camera and I don't know how to use it. But as soon as I figure it out, the quality of my live streams will improve. Yeah, so I've been swimming like for about a year now to try and lose weight. But I just love junk food too much. Like, seriously, I just love junk food, man. I just love what's bad for me. I just love what's bad for me. I love junk food. But yeah, I've been swimming for about a year now. I feel like I have lost some weight, but my belly's not where it needs to be, man. My belly's definitely not where it needs to be. But yeah, the quality of my live stream should improve in a couple of weeks because I bought a new camera and I'm trying to learn how to use it to live stream. I can definitely live stream with it because that's why I bought it, but I just don't know how to. Because P, you are disgusting. And I don't know what your mum thinks of you. I don't know what your family thinks of the way you speak to women online, but it's actually disgusting. Nasty behaviour. Clearly you do not have a girlfriend. Clearly you do not have a healthy relationship with women if you can come online and speak such filth unprovoked. You clearly do not have a girlfriend. Clearly. Nasty behaviour. Everyone be careful of Vikas P. And if he tries to turn up in this live again, please report him or her. Nasty behaviour. Nasty. Imagine if somebody approached your sister or your mum like that, even your auntie or your grandmother. How would you like it? Nasty behaviour. Anyway, yeah, so I've got a camera, but I just don't know how to live stream from it. I'm still learning, but as soon as I learn how to live stream from this camera, I promise you the quality of the live streams will improve. It should go up a level. But yeah, like at the moment, it's just I just need to learn how to connect the camera to the phone when I live stream. I've had it for a few weeks now and I still can't figure it out. But when I do finally figure it out, my live streams are going to go up another level. And I honestly want to try, I honestly need to learn how to use the camera before I go on holiday because I want to live stream when I'm on holiday. So I'm definitely going to learn how to use the camera before then. And okay, so yeah, so I'm on a weight loss journey. Like, I have been for the longest time, to be honest with you. And yeah, so I go swimming. I really enjoy swimming. I am with the gym, and I used to go to the gym. I used to do the treadmill and the cross trainer. You know the one that you're on. I used to go on the cross trainer and the rowing machine. I used to go on that rowing machine, and then and then I tried the spin classes, but it was just too much for me. Like honestly, I am not at that level to be attending spin classes. So I stopped that, and then I started going to aqua aerobics. I started swimming, and I really, really enjoyed that. I haven't been going for the last couple of weeks. Yeah, yeah, I did go on YouTube, but you know something, yeah. Yeah, you know what? I don't have a low IQ. I do not have a low IQ. I'm an intelligent person. However, when it comes to this stuff, mm-mm. When it comes to this stuff, it take like I'm not a low IQ person. I am intelligent, but this type of stuff, and maths and algebra is maths, but this type of stuff, my IQ just disappoints me. But I have looked at it on YouTube. But yeah, I'll just keep trying. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But yeah, thank you, Big M. No, 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 100%. I'm going to do it. 100% I'm going to do it. Like I said, that's why I bought this camera. That is why I bought this camera. That's the whole point, you know? So I can learn to live stream with the camera, because I know that the quality of my live streams aren't great. So 100% I'm going to do it. However, it's going to take a long time, because I don't take to this type of stuff like that. Like, it's going to take me ages, but I will get around to it. 100% I'm going to learn. It's just taking me ages. Like, I'm not confident in learning this type of stuff, but I will do it. 100%. Thank you, Big M. Thank you. That's a very constructive suggestion, and thank you for encouraging me. I have been looking on YouTube to do it. To be honest, life gets so busy. Like, I've got so much stuff to do as well. Like, this practically needs like a whole day to do. But I'm so busy with other things. I haven't prioritized it. But yeah, but thank you, Big M. Thank you. All feedback is welcome. I appreciate that. Um, I'm, I just wanted to explain to you why it's taken me so long. Hi, Osas Gordon. I'm okay. I went to church this morning. It was a really, really good service. It was really refreshing. And we had the previous Metropolitan Police Commissioner come in and speak with us. So that was really good. He just made like a guest appearance. So that was really good. We're on a bank holiday, so there's no work tomorrow. What Big M? You said this camera is good. I just got it from Amazon. I just looked up camera for Oh, he didn't have to speak. So he is Nigerian, and we're having a conference at church. We're having a conference. I live streamed bits of it this morning, but it's really shaky because I didn't want anyone to see what I was doing. Um, but we have a conference, and we have visitors that have come in to minister, to sing songs, and do everything else. And he is the main headquarters of the church I attend is in Nigeria, and he's Nigerian. So he came to visit the service, and he was there, as he was just there for the service. But I think the pastor got a bit excited. I think we all got excited, right? Because he's the first black metropolitan commissioner in London, in England, in United Kingdom. So you seem you are Britain. Yeah, yeah. I live in London. I live in London. Yeah, so because he was in service, like everybody was excited because obviously he's made history to be the first black metropolitan police commissioner in the United Kingdom. And so it was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And so the pastor introduced him, said, oh, we have so and so here, and maybe he can say a few words for us. He was this, he was, and we had other guests as well that spoke as well. And yeah, it's kind of like if you come to our church and you're a known person, like you're a prominent person or something, you know, the pastor's just going to be like, yeah, why don't you come up and say something? Like, say if you visited from a different country, or do you see what I mean? If you make history, you know, say if you were the first black snooker champion and you happen to visit our church, everyone would be excited, like, oh my gosh, it's the first black snooker champion. Let him speak, let him say something. So yeah, that's why he spoke. And there were other speakers, but I was very impressed that he came up to speak, and yeah, he broke down a lot of doors in London by securing that position, and he's a good role model for the kids. So it's always good to have good role models speak in church. Big M, where are you from? Like, where are you based? And Osas Gordon, where are you from and where are you based? Creative Canvassy. I was born in Ghana. I'm Ghanaian. I'm from the Ashanti tribe. I live in the United Kingdom. You all were very excited from different backgrounds. Imagine if Anglican. Yeah, he'd be welcome. If he came to church, he'd be welcome. Everyone's welcome to my church. Yes, the video is lagging. Sorry, I know. I've got a new camera. I don't know how to use it. I don't know how to connect it to my phone for live streaming. But hopefully within the next couple of weeks, I'll be able to connect it and I'll have a much better quality of a live stream. You were all very excited from different backgrounds. We're mainly black in my church. We've got people from other races, but we're mainly black. That's why we were probably all super excited. You're in Abuja. Oh, are you there for a wedding, business, or just holiday? You reside in Toronto. What's it like in Toronto? I know there's lots of Ghanaians in Canada. For sure, 100%. There are bare Ghanaians in Canada. What's it like in Toronto? Like, from like the stereotype of like Canada is that when it snows, it snows. Like, like you lot have snow. Selena, Kansas, USA. Hi Canada. Hi Robert in Canada. What part of Canada are you watching from? And Big Selena, Kansas, USA. I've heard of Kansas. Selena, Kansas, USA. What's it like in Selena, Kansas? Is Selena, Kansas, USA the same as Kansas? It's nice and teed up. Toronto. I used to live in a place called I think a lot of people know Tottenham, yeah? Tottenham, yeah? And I used to live in a place called Edmonton, and it's next to Tottenham. And like, when I was living in Edmonton, in London, I found out there was an Edmonton in Canada, and I was like, oh, rah, that's mad. But yeah, I know there's an Edmonton, I know there's a Quebec and stuff in Canada. But yeah, there's an Edmonton in London as well. I used to live there. Yes, I'm married. Saruga. Canada's quite big though, isn't it? Oh yeah, the snow is mad in Canada. But we're used to it. Also as well, Osas Gordon, have you guys got moose in Canada? I'm not being ignorant. You're an Arsenal. You hate Tottenham. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. Robert, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, you do not know what you're talking about. So let's not start, yeah? Next time I'm gonna get my husband on this whole live, yeah. My partner knows everything about football. Because I am so sure we have Tottenham players playing in Arsenal or vice versa. Kansas. Kansas is a state in Midwest USA. Selena is a county in Kansas State. Got you. Selena is a state in Kansas. Okay, I understand. Thank you, Bigan, for educating me. Hi, Russell Ippolito. But yeah, sorry. I know these are like stereotype questions, but is it true you've got moose in Canada? Sorry if that's an ignorant question, but is it true you've got moose? You've got moose in Canada. Is that true? Like moose? Or is that a myth? Hello, Rosie Skozana. Where are you watching from? Major Sahab Chowdhury. Thanks, Jesus. God bless you. You're in India. Hello, Major Sahab Chowdhury. I've been to India. I went to Bangalore. It was so hot. It was so nice. It was really hot though. We just stayed in the hotel during like high sun, high noon. You haven't seen any. So that means they're not just walking around. That's one. Major Sahab Chowdhury. Don't, we're not playing that. We're not playing those games over here. I was born in Ghana. How you mean? I'm Ghanaian. I was born in Ghana. Like, don't do that. No, he's Ghanaian. He's Ghanaian. Don't do. Oh, Sas Gordon. Don't do that. Don't do that. The last time I went to Ghana was uh it was 2023 or 4. I was there for about a month. It was 2024. I was there for a month. And the time before that was 2023. I was there for a month. So yeah, don't do that. But I do love to travel. Um, what part of Ghana did you live? I'm from Kumasi. We live in Kumasi. Legon. Ooh, so you got money. You got money. We're trying to start we're going to start an Airbnb in Ghana. It's a lot more complicated than what we expected it to be. But yeah, we're going to have an Airbnb in Ghana. But yeah, it's a lot of work at the moment. My husband, he's Ghanaian, but he knows everything about football. He might be in soon. He knows everything about football. He knows everything about football. Like Kudus plays for Tottenham now. He used to be with West Ham. He's a Ghanaian, but I'm sure you lot in Tottenham have got Tottenham. You lot in Arsenal have got Tottenham players, and Arsenal wasn't even doing. Arsenal hasn't even been doing well. No children. Have you ever cheated? Robert, what type of question is that? Please don't start that type of nonsense on here. Come on, man. Let's edify one another. Let's Robert, Robert. We were getting on so nicely. Let's not start that type of. Let's start that type of nonsense. But so I haven't been swimming for the last couple of weeks, but you know, I definitely want to lose weight before we go on holiday again. To be honest, when I go Ghana, it's not really a holiday. It feels more like business when we go. It just feels more like work and traveling to see family and stuff. So yeah. Yeah. Did you watch AFCON? We didn't get into AFCON. Did you watch AFCON last year? We hate Tottenham. So what, man? You know what? Yeah, I got real life issues. I got real life issues. Like I'm not a soccer head like that. I got real life issues. That's just football. You get me? Like I'm not on that. Like I'm not on that. I'm not on that. But I'm not gonna take any Tottenham slander because we lived there for a bit. And they were good to us. Tottenham were good to us. Akosombo Resort. Boxing. So who do you rate in boxing? I feel like, okay, unpopular opinion, I feel like AJ is more a businessman than a boxer. What do you think? I feel like Anthony Joshua is more of a businessman. Like when I look at his boxing decisions, only cheaters get uncomfortable with this kind of question. Okay, Robert. Okay, as you say, Moses Ituana is the future king. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. But to be honest, my lives are positive. I try and make them positive. I try and make them edifying. I know that sometimes I have children in my lives as well, so I just try and keep the topics PG and encouraging. So, yeah. But yeah, so in the UK at the moment, we're on a bank holiday, which means that no one goes to work tomorrow. And it's a long weekend, so everybody's really happy. You just knocked out Dylan White. Is it? I definitely remember Dylan White. I think Dylan White has got like a famous relative, and also he fought. Didn't he fight Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury beat him on points? I think Tyson Fury beat him on points, didn't he? Really? Yeah. Dylan White isn't really a pull for me. I'm not gonna lie, unless he's playing someone, a bit more high profile. He's not really a pull for me. I think he's related to somebody famous, isn't he, Dylan White? But yeah, I remember when he boxed Tyson and. Oh, thank you, Jesse. That's what. See, this is what I'm talking about. Positivity. Okay. Um. Yeah, but Moses has got youth on his side. Youth. Being young is always a advantage. Jesse, thank you for the positivity. No, we don't know each other, but I hope you also have a good day. In fact, Jesse, I hope you have a great week. And thank you for the contribution to my life. I really appreciate it. Um, actually, back to Robert, who famously said only cheaters get uncomfortable with this kind of question. Have you ever done what you're asking everyone else? I mean, Moses is definitely going to be. Anyway, what's his? Okay, let me look him up. Moses. When's his next fight? When is Moses' next fight? I'm gonna ask my partner if he knows about him. He probably does. But Mike Tyson, will always be the king of boxing. Mike Tyson will always be the king of boxing. Tuama Moses. Do you know what somebody said once? Somebody said that my partner looks like Francis Ngua. Ngua. Sorry, I'm not being disrespectful. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Francis Enega. Enigua. Sorry. I'm not being disrespectful. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Yeah, but everybody has that stage, though, isn't it? Everyone has that stage in their boxing life. I remember when Floyd Mayweather was in that boxing stage. I remember when, yeah, everybody has that boxing stage in their life. It's just life, isn't it? Like new boxers get churned out. I'm sure Lennox Lewis had that phase. You know, isn't Lennox Lewis Canadian? But he was brought up in Yeah. Okay, yeah. Big M, yeah. Muhammad Ali is the king of boxing. Rest in peace. You're right. Sorry, you're right. Muhammad Ali is the king of boxing. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Rest in peace. Sorry. Okay, so Mike Tyson is the prince of boxing. Someone thought I looked like Derek Chisora. Okay, I'm going to keep my comment to myself. I'm going to keep my comment to myself. Because I feel like some people, if they're not used to seeing black people, they just think that everyone looks like everyone else. I'm sorry, I've said it. Like some people, they just see someone black and they're like, oh, you look like, no, you don't. Do you know what I mean? It's because you think everyone looks the same. I'm sorry, I've said it. But yeah, cool. If that's who you look like, then okay, user, come out of my life. If that's all you've got to contribute to this life, just come out of the life. Yeah, oh, Sas Gordon, do you get what I'm saying? Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's like some people, like, things they come out with, it's like, keep it to yourself. Intrusive thoughts, keep it to yourself. But maybe you do look like him. Maybe you do look like him. Who knows? But, like, if it was a black person that said it, I would take it more seriously. If it was like a non-black person, I feel like user, yeah. Oh, here we go, Osas Gordon. Here we go. You couldn't resist saying that, could you? Yeah. I mean, maybe you do, or maybe they're the ones that look like you. I remember there was somebody that I looked like or looked like me, in London, and people used to come up to me, and they'd come up to me, and they'll start talking to me, and then when I'd use a F off and user, yeah, like you should reflect on your life. Like reflect on your life. Look what you've come to. Like that's all you've got to contribute to a healthy conversation. Like, user, how come you can't get a girlfriend? Like, user, like what's gone wrong in your personality that's led you to this? As I said, come off my life. Come off my life. You're in a sad place in life. You've let yourself down, you've let your family down, and you've let your nation down. So come on, if you've got three girlfriends, you should not be on my live. You should be busy. Yeah, exactly. Just come out of my live. Asshole. But what was I saying? Yeah, positivity and light in this life, guys. What was I saying? Um, yes, great Iron Mike is the prince of boxing. Yeah. I love Mike Tyson. And I love the way that Mike Tyson's life has turned around. I'm so glad for him. Um, I don't know, like, you know, when his first coach, what was his first? I think his first coach was he Puerto Rican or something, Guy Chamos or something, but like his first coach, I believe, was coached him from the age of 16 to 19, was it? And when he died, in Mike Tyson's autobiography, he said he felt lost when his first coach died. He just felt lost, and he lost his way a bit. And I remember when his daughter like died in that tragic accident. Rest in peace. But I'm glad that his life has like turned around, and I'm glad things seem a lot more calm for him. Um, yeah. Thank you, Big M. I really appreciate it. But yeah, what other sports are there? What about Formula One racing? Is that something you guys watch? Like, I don't want to assume and be like, you guys watch American football or baseball and stuff. I don't want to assume. Well, what other sports? Um, what other sports is there? That's mad what happened to Shakira Richardson, isn't it? That's mad. Is that going to affect her, like, is that going to affect like, her, her professional life, like getting arrested? Or is it only if she's charged that she'll have issues? Thank you, Begum. Yeah, that's mad what happened to Shakira Richardson. But anyway, so what topics are a priority to you guys? What topics would you like to discuss? Because I finished talking about big bellies. I just need to like double my efforts to lose weight. I just need to double my effort and stop eating junk food. But junk food tastes so nice. But yeah, I just need to get on with it. Yeah, I just need to get on with it and lose weight. But what other topics would you guys like me to discuss? And are any of you guys married or engaged or about to propose or just dating? Any of you guys planning on my wig is crooked? Haywood Pittman, your mum's wig is crooked. How about that? Your mum's wig is crooked. Morning, Morning, Marcel Marcus. Happy to have you here. And where are you watching from? Big M. Shakira will be fine. She apologized. Okay. Do you think that would have been the same if that happened to a male sportsman? Like, do you think if the same situation was reversed, it would have been okay? USA. Oh, okay then. There's a lot of people here from the USA. Go shave. Go shave, you know. You guys aren't even original with your. You guys aren't even original with your insults. Man, I can tell some of you are like 9 or 10. Okay, I think I'm going to get off this live in a bit because you're going to have to pay me to see my feet. 2 years. Marcel Marcus, 2 years. What's 2 years? You have to pay me to see my feet. So people like Mellow, you must love the summertime because everyone's in sandals, isn't it? Like everybody's wearing sandals. So would you not just go outside and look at people in their sandals? I'm just wondering. Obviously, I'm not here to kink shame, but would you just not go outside and look at people in their sandals? Or, do you know what I mean? Is that not something you would do? Like, I feel like if, like, feet was my kink, yeah, I feel like I would just go on holiday to somewhere hot or I'll wait until the summertime and look at everyone in my feet. Yeah, yeah, I was thinking that, Big M. I was thinking that. I was thinking, yeah. I mean, it's good that she did get arrested. It's good that she was held accountable. It was good that she was held accountable, but it's really unfortunate what happened, you know. But I think it was good she was held accountable because then people people will take it more seriously. Um, because it does happen to men. Domestic violence does affect men, and it's no laughing matter. But I feel like it's not taken as seriously. But hopefully, in that instance, it might encourage some people to come forward. But yeah, yeah, I'm glad it was taken seriously. Do you have Snap? I'll pay you in private. No, no, I don't have Snap. But if you want to see people's feet, why don't you just go to the beach and see people's feet in sandals? Like that's what I would do. If I like, why don't you just go to the beach and just look at people in their sandals? But no, I don't have Snap. But yeah. Hi Moon underscore night. I was born in Ghana. I'm Ghanaian. I'm in the UK. I'm from the Ashanti tribe. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so if you guys can make some suggestions of any topics that you'd like me to cover, I'm going to go soon. Um, yeah, I do go to the beach. Mello, where are you watching from? Just out of interest, where are you watching from? Like which country? I'm just wondering. I come in peace. Like where are you watching from? The US. Okay, what part of the US? Obviously, I'm not being intrusive. You can just say the Midwest or the South or Wyoming to be specific. Oh, okay. What's that area like? What's it like in Wyoming? Or can you name someone famous that's from there, please? Or a sports person that's from there or something. Or an incident that happened there. Wyoming. Because I can't place that state. No beaches. I'm not really a beach person. I'm a beach person on holiday. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. No beaches. Hmm. Yeah. I think that must be quite nice having like let me think. Yeah, I think that must be quite nice being into feet because like if you don't mind me asking, Mello, like tell me if you want me to stop asking you questions. Well, do you feel like you need to be yeah, I think I know it. You had the floods. Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, I know it now. Yeah, I remember. Um, if you don't mind me asking, I'm not kink shaming, but if if you're in a relationship, like are you satisfied with just that person's feet? Like is that enough for you to have to be in a relationship with someone and like have access to their feet, or is it not the same? And you Ashanti, that's right. I took my previous employer to court, yeah, like to employment tribunal, and I told them I'm Ashanti, and I don't even think they understood where I was coming from. I told them that I'm Ashanti, and they did not understand. I don't even think they googled it. No, I love every part of a person, just like Mela. Okay, so when you say pretty feet, do you mean feet that has had a pedicure, or do you just mean cute petite feet? And do you mean male feet, or do you mean female feet, or you don't know? Because I heard like people pay a lot of money for feet, and I just feel like because I feel I might be wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like if I was into feet, like that would just be so easy. Like, I just feel like that would be so easy if feet was enough to satisfy me. Does say if you know somebody with nice feet, do they need to have a nice personality, or just looking at their feet is enough for you? Because I feel like if feet was enough for me, like I just feel like that's easy. I feel like that's just easy because people have their feet out and yeah, but don't you feel like it's easy to like see someone's feet? Like, do you get what I mean? Like, I feel like compared to like a relationship, I feel like if feet was enough for me, I'll be sweet. I'll be sweet. I'll go swimming because everyone's got their feet out when I'm swimming. So I just feel like it's easy. I feel like if I was into feet, it would be like be cool. I'll be cushy, but yeah, maybe there's more to it. Maybe I'm into doesn't I'm into like say if I'm into someone, I'll be into them, you know, I'll be into that person, like you said, every part of their body. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. And how did you know you were into feet? Like, how did you know? Like, yeah, like, how did you know you were into feet? Like, were you dating someone and then, do you get what I mean? And I'm not actually being funny. I hope you don't think. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. Yeah, yeah. So as part of the relationship. But then what? Okay. I've got a question, but I don't want to scare you off. I've got a question, but I don't want to scare you off. Do you mind if we ask you questions about it? Yeah, because yeah. Okay, so this is what I'm getting at, and I hope you don't mind. Yeah, just stop me. Like, just put up. Okay, good, good, good. And if you want us to just stop asking questions, let us know. So everyone feel free to ask like constructive questions. If there's any disrespectful questions to Mela, you're coming out of the live, yeah? Like what I want to ask you is like I feel like I feel like everyone is into feet. Like I feel like everyone is into feet because according to what you've said, yeah, according to what you've said so far, I feel like if all of us, if our loved one, like I just feel like okay. What I want to ask you is that do you think it's because of your feelings towards that person that got you into feet? Like you know, like someone can sometimes unlock something in you that you didn't know was there. So I feel like I feel like that person. Like, I don't think that's freaky. I don't think that's freaky. I think they just unlocked it in you. Like, somebody might be like, oh, do you want a massage? And then somebody might really enjoy the massage, and now they know they're into massages. Do you get what I mean? But I feel like with people that are into feet, I feel like from what I've noticed, I feel like people do approach random people about their feet, and then that's why it looks like people don't really care about the personality. Like, like the question? Sorry, the question I'm going to ask you is, if you couldn't stand somebody, like, say if you just could not stand somebody, you could not stand them, and then one day they took off their shoes, and you thought, oh my gosh, their feet are so nice. Would it make you be into them? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, say if you met somebody and you couldn't stand them and their personality was just awful, and you just thought, oh, this person is just like, I hate this person. This person is horrible. Then they just took off their shoes and socks, and then you saw their feet, and they had the best feet. Like, would that make you into them? Like, would it like could it override how you feel about someone? And if you were in a relationship with somebody that you really loved and they had ugly feet, would that affect the relationship if the person you really loved had ugly feet, nasty feet? That's my question. That means that means feet mean a lot to you. That means feet mean a lot to you. Okay. Yeah, I can send you pictures of my feet. No, I'll just show it on here. I'll just do it live one day and I'll show my feet because I have to go for a pedicure first. When I used to live in Edmonton, I always used to go to get a pedicure done. I always used to go. There's a place in Edmonton Green, a Turkish place, and I always used to get my feet there. No, I would just go for a pedicure and have my feet on the live stream. I'll actually live stream my pedicure. But yeah, that's really interesting. That's really interesting. What color? I always used to go for bright colors because I always used to go for like bright blue, bright orange, like coral, like I always used to like bright colors. Um, yeah, but I will actually just live stream it. I'll live stream it. Castomato, yeah, that's it. Castomato, yeah. That was really sad. When I read the autobiography, Tyson said that at his funeral he just felt lost. Nah, not white. Not white. Pete Diddy ruined white white pedicures for everyone. Cause tomato, yeah, that's it, yeah. I wonder what his story was. I wonder what his background was. Because apparently Mike Tyson was like a tearaway, a troubled kid, and he took him under his wing. So I wonder what his story was. Hmm. Like there's a story in the Bible, yeah. Oh, Melo said, "How about you though, Cassie? What are your thoughts on?" No, people watch F1, Lewis Hamilton. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Since Lewis Hamilton joined the ranks, all the black people started watching Formula One in London. Not gonna lie. As soon as we saw Lewis Hamilton hit them ranks, black people were like, "Yep, what were you saying?" We're loyal, man. We're loyal. We're loyal to the soil. When Lewis Hamilton joined ranks, black people were like, "Yeah, I'm into F1." Mello said, "How about you though, Cassie? What are your thoughts on getting your feet worshipped, massaged, and pampered?" It's not really for me. Like times when people have wanted to suck my toes and stuff, I've been a bit self-conscious. Like, oh no, yeah, it's not really my thing. I have, obviously, um, in the throes of passion, you have people offer to do all sorts, but no, I've always felt self-conscious. I've always felt like, oh no, it's alright. But no, 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 no. But if I was with somebody and that meant a lot to them, I would do it. Like if I was with somebody and that meant a lot to them, I would do it. 100% I would do it. I'll probably make a whole thing of it and like, you know, do a massage and everything. Would you ever offer a foot job? If it was somebody that, if it was somebody that, if it was, if somebody, obviously I'm married, but if somebody wanted that from me and I love them and I want to please them, yeah, of course I would do it. Of course I would do it. If it's somebody that I loved or but then foot hygiene is a big thing. If they had bad foot hygiene, no. Like, it just depends. Um but yeah, don't I think okay, I think so Osas Gordon. Where are you based again? Osas Gordon? Which country? Let me go back and see. Osas Gordon, Osas Gordon. Osas Gordon. Where are you from? I'm going back in the messages. Guys, I'm gonna cook, so I need to go soon. I'm gonna cook, so I need to go soon. I think you're American, yeah? Osas Gordon. Are you American? And you lived in Ghana for a while, yeah? I was born in Ghana, by the way. Um, okay, so you're the one in T dot. Okay. T dots, T dots, T dots. Cassie, stop paying attention to nonsense. That's rude. You shouldn't say that, you know. It's not nonsense. That's rude, actually. Don't disrespect my supporters. It's not nonsense, okay? It's not nonsense. You shouldn't say that. But anyway, so what I was going to say, Osas Gordon, is that you're from T dot, yeah? And you've been to Ghana for a while, yeah? So clearly you've seen other cultures. So maybe you need to look at the type of marriage that would suit you. You know, like in some marriages, there's polygamy in some marriages. So maybe that's for you. Furthermore, like, just concentrate on finding a life partner. Yeah. Like, just concentrate on finding a life partner, or find out, like, I don't know what your mentality is, I don't know what your aspirations are, but maybe look at things a bit differently. Maybe your idea of marriage is not suited to you. So maybe you should look at the type of marriage that would accommodate what you're looking for. Or fair enough, maybe marriage isn't for you. You know, maybe that isn't for you. Maybe you just want a life partner. So that's what you should just look for. You know, like, there's so many different cultures all over the world, and not just different cultures, but there's different things that people, there's different ways that people do things. Like back in the day, women used to get married for security, but that doesn't need to be the case now, because women can work. Back in the day, men used to get married so they could have children. You know, now that doesn't have to be the case to just get married for children. So, you know, society changes, expectations change. So maybe maybe marriage in the confines of what's been presented to you isn't what you're looking for, but maybe you just need to redefine what marriage is, and maybe that will be good enough for you. So, Osas Gordon, that's what I'd like to say to you. Maybe you just need to redefine what the boundaries of marriage is for you, and you know, or maybe, yeah, fair enough, maybe it isn't for you, but I think it is good to try and get a life partner. You know, that's what I think anyway. Dominique Melbourne, hello, how are you? I hope you're well. I hope you've enjoyed the live. Mello, it's really interesting speaking of you. Um, Very interesting speaking of you, and I will definitely live stream a pedicure. Have that live stream probably in the next few weeks. Like, oh gosh, I've got so much going on. But yeah, I'll live stream that. I'll live stream that soon. But um, okay, Mello, nice to talk. I am going to put up a pedicure live stream, definitely. Yeah, and thank you for being open. No, what's your cat's name, by the way? Let me try and guess your cat's name. Is it Zorro? What's your cat's name? I've got to go too. Actually, I need to cook before my partner gets home. What's your cat's name? Rocky. Yeah, that's a good name. That's a nice name. That name's all right still. Anyway, thank you for joining my live, everyone. It's been really interesting. It's been nice chatting. Shout out to Toronto, Canada. Shout out to Kansas. Shout out to women Waimong. Sorry, said it wrong. Sorry, apologise. Shout out to India. Shout out to everybody. It's been really nice today. I'm going to continue trying to lose weight. I'm going to learn how to use this camera, and hopefully the next live stream will be of much better quality. Take care. Thank you. Bye.